We're going to get started with a little classical country western music by Bach. It'd be Bach Owens, one called Buckaroo. Here's a little Marty Robbins ditty for you about a gunfight. One called The Big Iron. To the town of Agua Frio rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. There's an outlaw loose and running, came a whisper from each lip. He's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In his town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. 20 men had tried to kill him, and that many men were dead. 20 men tried to kill him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Well, the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive, maybe dead. He said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the message was relayed to Texas Red. Outlaw didn't worry, men who tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to kill him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Well, the morning passed so quickly, it was time now to meet. It was 11:15 when they walked out in the street. People were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. The swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his head. Big iron on his head. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his head. 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 Thank you. We're going to bring up the main keykeeper right now. She's going to do you a Cole Porter tune that was out of a Western play. There's there, yeah, that's your very own mic. Yes, you do. Ready.
Oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open spaces that I love. Don't fence me in. I wanna be by myself in the evening breeze. Listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Send me off forever, but I ask you please, don't fence me in.
Just turn me loose, let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western sky. On my cayuse, let me wander over yonder till I see the mountains rise.
I want to ride through the ridge where the west commences. Gaze at the moon until I lose my senses. Can't look at hobbles and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in.
Just turn me loose, let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western sky. On my cayuse, let me wander over yonder till I see the mountains rise.
I want to ride through the ridge where the west commences. Gaze at the moon until I lose my senses. Can't look at hobbles and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in. Don't fence me in. Don't fence me in. Thank you.
Thank you, baby. We're going to put the Egan Brothers to work now with it's an original song. It's a gospel tune, but it's got a nice Western flavor to it. And old Brother Horace right here wrote that, Mr. Horace Egan. It's one called It's a Beautiful Day to Serve the Lord.
Wait a minute. Get rid of those. That's better. It's a beautiful day to serve the Lord. If you're walking with Him in one accord, He will make your life worthwhile. He'll do you a sunny smile. It's a beautiful day to serve the Lord. He will go with you through the valley and over walking on streets of purest gold, meeting with loved ones gone before. It's a beautiful day to serve the Lord. He will go with you through the valley and over mountains high. He will never leave you nor forsake you. He will be there by your side. Put your trust in him, he will never fail. Let him lead you down that long, long trail. It's a beautiful day to serve the Lord. It's a beautiful day to serve the Lord.
As the Egan Brothers, thank you. Our last song for our little session here is a Marty Robbins classic, and it also has a gospel flavor to it. If you listen to the words right close, it's a testimonial song, and we hope y'all like it a whole lot. It's one called The Master's Call.
When I was but a young lad, I was wild and full of fire, a youth just in my teens, full of challenge and desire. I ran away from home and left my mom and my dad. I know it grieved them so that their only hope was bad. I fell in with an outlaw band whose names went on quite well. How many times we robbed and plundered I can never tell. This kind of sinful living leads only to a fall. I learned much more the night I heard my master call. One night we rustled cattle, 1,000 head or so, and started then out on the trail that leads to Mexico. But a norther started blowing and lightning flashed about. I thought someone was calling me, I thought I heard them shout. Then at that moment the lightning struck not 20 yards from me, and left there was a giant cross, once there was a tree. And this time I knew I heard a voice so sweet and strange, a voice that came from everywhere, a voice that called my name. So frightened I was thinking of sinful deeds I'd done, I failed to see the 1,000 head of cattle start to run. The cattle they stampeded, running all around. My pony ran but stumbled, and he threw me to the ground. I thought the end was nearing, that death would be the price, when a mighty bolt of lightning showed the face of Jesus Christ. I prayed, oh Lord, forgive me, don't let it happen now. I want to live for you alone, oh God, these words I vow. My wicked past unfolded, I thought of wasted years, when another bolt of lightning killed 100 head of steers, and the others rushed on by me, and I was left to live. The Master had a reason life was his to take or give. A miracle performed that night, I wasn't meant to die. The dead ones formed a barricade, at least 6 or 7 high. I was there behind them, afraid but safe and sound. I cried and begged for mercy, kneeling there on the ground. A pardon I was granted, my sinful soul set free. No more to feel the angry waves upon life's stormy seas. Forgiven by the love of God, a love that will remain. I gave my heart and soul the night the Savior called my name.
Thank you all so much. Ready?
Elvira, Elvira, my heart's on fire for Elvira.
Real eyes that look like heaven, lips like cherry wine. That little gal sure enough makes my little light shine. I get a funny feeling up and down my spine, 'cause I know that my Elvira's mine. I'm a singing Elvira, Elvira. My heart's on fire for Elvira. I said, giddy up,
Papa, mow, mow.
giddy up,
Papa, mow, mow.
high, oh silver, away. Well, tonight I'm gonna meet her at the Hungry House Cafe. I'm gonna give her all of the loving I can. She's gonna jump and holler, I saved up my last $2. We're gonna search, find that preacher man. I'm a singing Elvira, Elvira. My heart's on fire for Elvira. I said, giddy up,
Papa, mow, mow.
giddy up,
Papa, mow, mow.
high, oh silver, away. Elvira, Elvira, my heart's on fire for Elvira. I said, giddy up,
Papa, mow, mow.
giddy up,
Papa, mow, mow.
high, oh silver, away. Said, high, oh silver, away. Elvira. Thank y'all. One of my favorite songs that we do, it was done by the Browns. Jim Ed Brown, Bonnie and Maxine. I love the storyline in this song. It tells about a man in a righteous life, one we should all try to endeavor to live. It's called The Three Bells. There's a village hidden deep in the valley, among the pine trees half forlorn. And there on a sunny morning, little Jimmy Brown was born. Boom, 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 boom. All the chapel bells were ringing in the little valley town. The songs they were singing were for baby Jimmy Brown. Then the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation, lest, O Lord, this meditation guide him with eternal love. There's a village hidden deep in the valley, beneath the mountains high above. And there, 20 years thereafter, Jimmy was to meet his love. Pom, 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 all the chapel bells were ringing. Was a great day in his life. The songs they were singing were for Jimmy and his wife. Then the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation, lest, O Lord, this celebration may their lives be filled with love. From the village hidden deep in the valley, one rainy morning, dark and gray, a soul winged his way to heaven. Jimmy Brown had passed away. Boom, 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 just a lonely bell was ringing in the little valley town. 'Twas farewell they were singing to our good old Jimmy Brown. Then the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation, may soul find the salvation of thy great eternal love.
Thank y'all so much. Well, we had a request to get John Prophet to come up here and do a song, and one that the Egan Brothers helps him sing, and it gets a lot of requests. We do this about every jam session, and old John comes up. John, come on up here and let them have a little bit of that long, tall Texan, if you don't mind.
Giddy up. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan.
Giddy up.
I ride a big white horse.
Right from Texas rides a big white horse.
Well, I'm a long, tall Texan.
Giddy up.
I ride a big white horse.
He comes from Texas, rides a big white horse.
People say to me, hey, Roy, is that your horse? Well, I'm a long, tall Texan.
Giddy up.
I wear a 10-gallon hat.
He comes from Texas, wears a 10-gallon hat.
Well, I'm a long, tall Texan.
Giddy up.
I wear a 10-gallon hat.
He comes from Texas, wears a 10-gallon hat.
People say to me, hey, Roy, is that your hat? Giddy up. Giddy up. Well, I was walking down the street with my shiny badge, my spurs jingling and my feet. Saw a man coming with a gun, and I just can't beat him. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan.
Giddy up.
I enforce justice for the law.
He comes from Texas to enforce the law.
Well, I'm a long, tall Texan.
Giddy up.
I enforce justice for the law.
He comes from Texas to enforce the law.
People say to me, hey, Roy, is you the law? Giddy up. Giddy up. Well, I was walking down the street with my shiny badge, my spurs jingling at my feet. Saw a man coming with a gun, and I just can't beat it. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan.
Giddy up.
I enforce justice for the law.
He comes from Texas to enforce the law.
Well, I'm a long, tall Texan.
Giddy up.
I enforce justice for the law.
He comes from Texas to enforce the law.
People say to me, hey, Roy, is you the law? Thank you.
Thank you.
John Prophet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about the end of the Duffield Jam Sessions Jam for this month. Remember, first and third Thursdays next month, and we'll be right here. come on out and be with us. Tell all your friends and neighbors. And what you got over there, Larry? This coming Thursday's jam night. All right. Did y'all get that? Very good. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to close it out with a gospel song. And so good night from the Keykeepers and all the good folks at Duffield, Virginia. Yes, sir? Well, come on in. We'll do that shit. We'll do the gospel song last. God.
Loving God, loving each other, making music with my friends. Loving God, loving each other, and the story They pushed back from the table to listen to his words. The secret plan before he had to go. It's not complicated, don't need a lot of rooms. This is all you need to know. Loving God, loving each other, making music with my friends. Loving God, loving each other, and the story never ends. We tend to make things harder, build castles out of stone, write books of explanation of the way. But if we stop and listen and break a little bread, we will hear the Master say, loving God, loving each other, making music with my friends. Loving God, loving each other, and the story never ends.
Sing it with us one time. Let me hear the crowd out there.
Loving God, loving each other, making music with my friends. Loving God, loving each other, and the story never ends. And the story never ends.
Hallelujah for that. Thank you all so much from the Duffield Jam. We'll see you the next time. Good night, everybody.